If you are concerned about sensitivity when it comes to active ingredients, I have a couple products that you might want to take a look at. Hey everyone, welcome back to SheriApproved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. And if you're already a part of the SheriApproved family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Increasingly, we are seeing reports that more and more people are saying that their skin is sensitive. And therefore, when it comes to the marketing of skincare products, you are seeing that word plastered everywhere. I do have some videos on my channel where I talked about skin sensitivity and what it really is. A lot of times we might say we have sensitive skin, but sometimes our skin is just temporarily sensitized because of certain things. Additionally, skin sensitivity is not a one-size-fits-all, meaning I might be sensitive to X ingredient or X product, and you who think you have sensitive skin may do completely fine with that same product. Some people may be sensitive to specific ingredients. Some people may be sensitive to essential oils. Some people may be sensitive to certain types of fragrance, maybe natural ones versus synthetic. So when it comes down to skin sensitivity and sensitized skin, it really is a very personal thing. And I encourage you to take note of when you probably have reactions. And then if you see there is a common thread, then you can probably start to dig a little bit deeper to find out which particular ingredient or ingredients might be causing that issue. Today, I want to share with you some products that I have been testing over the last couple of months that you may or may not have heard about, but all of these products are marketed towards sensitive skin and they all contain active ingredients. And when we're talking about active ingredients, we're talking about ingredients that will address specific concerns in the skin. And this is usually a little bit of a scary area for people who consider that they have sensitive skin because they're usually afraid that certain ingredients might make their sensitivity worse or that their skin may not be able to tolerate it. So I hope that the information that I share in today's video about these specific products might help you make some better choices. Something that I also want to mention, and it's something that we all should be doing, is that when you purchase a new skincare product, you should always patch test that product before applying on your face. And even if you have resilient skin or you're like me, sometimes you just go in directly on your face, but it is good practice to patch test because you never know which product that might very well be recommended for sensitive skin might create a reaction for you. First two products that I have here is from Access Y, a brand that I don't usually talk about that much on my channel, but this is from their Pore Care line. And these two products are geared more so towards combination oily skin or those who probably have enlarged pores and want to manage that. So let's get into these products. Now, it's important to know that one of the reasons why your pores may appear enlarged is because of the buildup of sebum, oil, the gathering of dirt and dead skin cells in your pore, which kind of stretches them and make them appear larger. Remember that pore size is genetic. You can't actually change your pore size. Pores don't open and close. However, they can appear enlarged. They can get stretched. They can lose their elasticity. And therefore, a lot of products that are talking about pore tightening, pore care, helping your pores to appear smaller, they are really addressing these particular issues in the skin. So the first product that I have here is called the Access Y CALAMINE Pore Control Capsule Serum, and this one is geared towards balancing the water and oil in your skin, which is really important when it comes to pore care. And it also contains a patented ingredient to help kind of tighten those pores. Now, these two products from Access Y that I'm talking about today are actually a part of their 6+1+1 line, where they have 6 base ingredients, they have 1 core ingredient, and they also use 1 effective technology. So the base ingredients in this particular one is Centella asiatica, broccoli extract, blue iris, mugwort, bromelain, and witch hazel. The thing that you need to understand about witch hazel, and I'm talking about over decades, witch hazel has traditionally been distilled with alcohol. So that's why you'd usually find witch hazel toners containing a high percentage of alcohol. However, brands like Thayer's and a lot of other brands brought onto the market alcohol-free witch hazel. Witch hazel on its own has natural astringent properties, which is why it's an ingredient that is tend to use for pore care, for oily skin, that type of thing. The core ingredient in the serum is calamine, and when I saw that, literally it took me months before I decided to purchase this to try it. If you are in the makeup world, you may know that calamine lotion has been a very popular primer used for oily skin because it really will absorb those oils and prevent the oil from coming through. However, using calamine lotion once in a while is fine. Of course, you may know that calamine lotion is used to soothe skin irritation, burns, that type of thing. So you would hear a lot of dermatologists discourage you from using it daily over a long period of time. While this particular serum has calamine, it has 0.1% calamine, but that is their core ingredient. And of course, calamine contains zinc, which is the ingredient that gives those mattifying properties to the skin. And of course, that's the only reason why I actually purchased this, because I realized that the calamine, of course, is blended with other ingredients, and it's also a very small percentage. The effective technology that they use in this one is something called tannin, which is a patented ingredient, and it is really a bunch of fruit extracts that have been put together to help control sebum and help tighten your pores. Now, the texture of this is really, really nice. It is very, very lightweight. There are some tiny capsules in it that, again, will burst and melt into the skin as you apply it. It absorbs super quickly. It's not going to leave any additional shine on the skin. If you see any shine in your skin, it's probably because your skin has natural radiance or because of another product that you may have layered this on top of, but this on its own is going to completely absorb into the skin with no residue. What I like about this is that it's not a harsh product. So if you are super oily, you may not find that this on its own is going to do enough for you. Probably if you're normal combination skin and you're really looking to get some control of those pores in this particular area of the face, this might be a really nice product that you can add into your skincare routine in the mornings and use it under your makeup, and you can absolutely combine this with the other serums and so on. This one has no fragrance, and of course, based on the base ingredients, you can tell that they have included some soothing ingredients for the skin as well. The next product in this Pore Care line from Access Y is the LHA Peel and Fill Pore Balancing Cream, and this one is a lightweight moisturizer that was created with something called LHA, which we will talk about, but it's actually created to help refine the pores and remove dead skin cells. Remember, we were talking about the fact that the buildup of dead skin cells in your pores is one of those things that actually causes your pores to appear enlarged. This one also has 6 base ingredients: Centella asiatica, bamboo extract, cactus, green tea, rose of Jericho, and baobab. The core ingredient in this one is LHA, which is lipohydroxy acid, and they have it at a 0.1% concentration. This is a moisturizer that's meant to be used daily. This is actually going to be a really good daytime moisturizer for somebody who is normal, combo, oily skin, who think they probably have skin sensitivity, but they also want to get in some gentle exfoliation because they're also struggling with the pores, and probably using other AHAs or maybe stronger BHAs may be posing a problem for you. This one is something that you could absolutely use daily and don't have to worry about it. Lipohydroxy acid is a derivative of salicylic acid, but the molecule is so large that it is great for sensitive skin. The larger the molecule when it comes to your exfoliating acids, the less likely the potential for irritation. With LHA, you will not get any UV sensitivity, which is why this is also great to use in the daytime. The technology that they use in this product is something called AC0, which is also another patented ingredient to help prevent and control excess sebum in the skin. Now, about the texture, this one is so lightweight. It absorbs into the skin very easily, leaves no greasiness, no stickiness, no tackiness. In fact, it also has a smoothing effect on the skin. So these two products together will help to tighten those pores, give you some very gentle daily exfoliation to get rid of those dead skin cells. They will help to control excess oil in the skin, and they will also help to soothe the skin, because you would see that they're using very gentle active ingredients. So you're still getting the impact of the active ingredients, but they are at low percentages, and they have bases that contain a lot of soothing ingredients that are very helpful for people who have sensitive or sensitized skin. Next, I have a product from Geek and Gorgeous. This product should have been in one of my favorites videos, and I keep forgetting to put it in there, but this is their APAD 20% As-a-Clear Serum. As you guys may have been realizing, I have been loving the Geek and Gorgeous product that I have been trying so far. So this particular one caught my attention because it contains an azelaic acid derivative, a pretty high strength at that, and they say that this is for all skin types, including sensitive skin. This product is fragrance and essential oil free. It is pregnancy safe, and it is also malassezia safe. And I'm so glad that they mentioned that, because I have noticed with some of my clients who have malassezia sensitivity that they don't always do well with azelaic acid. While it is a fantastic ingredient, azelaic acid in general tends to be well tolerated. But I have noticed that people with malassezia sensitivity, including myself, we don't always have the best experience at certain points in time depending on how the skin is doing. This one is malassezia safe because they're actually using an azelaic acid derivative. So let's talk about this derivative. This product uses potassium azelloyl diclysonate, and it uses this in a 6% concentration, which is the equivalent of 20% Aziclair. Now, that might sound really confusing, but Aziclair is really just like the brand of the ingredient from the manufacturer, but when it comes to the inky name, it is PAD. While there are way more studies done on azelaic acid than PAD, there are several studies that have shown that a 3% concentration of PAD or 10% Aziclair have given excellent results in 3 to 4 weeks of helping to control oil production in the skin, brighten the skin, and at a 5% concentration of PAD, it has shown great improvement in rosacea and also for melasma clients. Now, the great thing is that if you have sensitivity to azelaic acid, this is a great ingredient for you to try. Now, azelaic acid in general can be a little bit finicky to formulate with because of how the ingredient is. So you will notice, for example, those of you who may have tried the ordinary azelaic product, it has like a kind of grainy feel because that's the actual ingredient. So it's not the most aesthetic or best texture on the skin. Several brands have come out with serums and so on, and you may notice that there are sometimes like a little bit of crystallization sometimes even in those serums simply because of the ingredient. We don't have that issue with Aziclair or PAD because it is water soluble. So it is really nice texturally on the skin. It is smooth. It really goes on the skin very, very nicely. The difference between PAD and azelaic acid is that it has these extra glycine molecules which also help to hydrate the skin and improve skin suppleness. So with PAD, you are going to be getting all the benefits of azelaic acid in addition to these extra things. Perhaps if you're somebody who probably had irritation with azelaic acid, but you want to get those brightening effects, or maybe you're pregnant and breastfeeding, you need something to kind of help you with your acne that's safe, then this is good. Or you're somebody with Malassezia sensitivity, and you have to be careful with azelaic acid because sometimes it can cause hyperpigmentation. I have been using this product for more than 3 months, and my skin has done extremely well with it. I have had no issues. I have had some hyperpigmentation from seborrheic dermatitis flares in the past, and this has been able to come into my routine and really help even out my skin tone, especially in those areas. One of the things that Geek and Gorgeous actually mentions is that people who probably have sensitivities to niacinamide could also try this serum because it is way better tolerated as well. And finally, I have some toner pads, and again, these should have been in a favorites video, and who knows, it might show up in a favorites video again, but I wanted to include these in this video. So Skinfood actually sent me a package of products. I don't know how many of you saw the video where I talked about some skincare products that just didn't work for me. One of the products that I did mention in that video was a product from Skinfood, although I absolutely love the brand, and there's several other things that I do love from the brand, and they were so nice. They reached out to me because they saw my video and they said, Sheri, we want to send you a package of products for you to try. So yeah, no problem. And these two are part of it. Now, these are special edition packaging for that particular PR package, but you can find these on their website and other sites that sell Skinfood in different packaging. So I want you to just pay attention to the names. Now, both of these toner pads are actually formulated for sensitive skin, and that's why I wanted to tell you guys about them. In general, I am not a toner pad fan. I don't generally reach for them, but you all wouldn't believe how much I have fallen in love with these. In fact, when I open them, you will actually see I have made a serious dent in these. I absolutely love them. So let me tell you about them. So this first one is called the Water Parsley Clear Pad. They describe it as a refreshing clear pad that instantly soothes the sensitive skin, and it contains extracts of water parsley from stem to leaf and Pantothenic to maintain oil-water balance in the skin. It provides care for sebum and dead skin cells by containing, guess what, LHA, lipohydroxy acid. So some of the key ingredients in this one is Centella asiatica, chamomile extract, and fig extract. Now, fig extract is an antioxidant, but it also helps prevent water loss from the uppermost layers of the skin. And if you have skin of color, we are actually more prone to transepidermal water loss more than Caucasian skin tones. And fig extract has been shown to have some impact on tyrosinase, which is that enzyme that creates the excess melanin that we see in dark spots. So this will also help in a brightening skincare routine. What I love about these pads, and this goes for both of them, is that each container contains 60 pads, but you will get way more than 60 uses out of these because each pad can actually be split into 3. So you can split them and get even more use from the product. These are so drenched in product that you will tone your face with this, you will bring it all down your neck and your chest and you will still have product left. They are very, very saturated, which is one of the things that I love. They are also very hydrating and I absolutely love how it feels on the skin. This is something that I can also use on my retinoid night because it uses LHA, which is very, very gentle. So I'm getting the most gentle exfoliation, but I can still use my retinoid without issues. The reason why they designed the pads so that you could split them apart is because you could also use this as a treatment, like your at-home facial sheet mask. So you could actually pull apart the layers, put them on your face, leave it on for some minutes, let your skin just absorb all that real goodness, especially if you feel a bit sensitized, and it's also going to help in that way. All the things I just said will go for the Carrot one in terms of 6-day pads. You could also separate the pads. They are very drenched and saturated. A lot of product. They describe the Carotene water pad as giving soothing relief packed with carrot extract, carrot seed oil rich in beta carotene and antioxidants to moisturize your skin while calming overheated or sensitized skin. So you know we are in these months where it is extra hot and some of you may be feeling extra heated, and that may also cause some redness, some sensitivity in your skin. This is the perfect toner pad to use morning and evening, especially under those circumstances. This particular one has carrot root extract, as you would have heard, but it also has beta glucan. Now the thing about this carrot extract is that it has been shown to help encourage skin cell turnover, brighten the skin and help reduce inflammation in the skin. But I also love that this contains beta glucan, and something that a lot of people don't realize about this ingredient is that it is actually 20% more hydrating than hyaluronic acid, as well as it not only helps to attract moisture to the skin, being a really good humectant, but it actually holds on to that water and helps to prevent moisture loss, something that hyaluronic acid doesn't do. Now, while both of these are hydrating, this one is even more hydrating than the water Parsley. So I rotate between them. I tend to reach for this one a little bit more, so that's why this one is lower. But if I am feeling a little bit extra sensitized, I will absolutely reach for this one because the extra hydration and so on really helps to soothe the skin. So I think you may realize from the products that I presented today that they all contain active ingredients in different percentages or different amounts, but they've done it in such a way in their formulas that these products can be used on skin that is sensitive or easily sensitized. Again, it depends on what you might be sensitive to, so please pay attention to the ingredients list, double check everything, always patch test. But these are some of the products where you could probably start, especially if you want to get into actives and you're wondering, like, what can I use that's not going to irritate my skin? These are some options that you could probably check out. Have you tried any of these products? I hope that today's video was helpful, that these reviews will help you make better decisions in your product choices, and I'll see you again in another video. Take care. Bye.